Yo, what is good, people? Ben from Lover of Tech. We are, of course, live. Welcome to your Monday night Tech and Chill show Unplugged. And yeah, we're pretty much locked in and ready to talk about all things related to some new foldables. Two of the same double head-sided coin by the looks of it. The OnePlus Open and the Oppo Find N3 are now officially here. And are they perfect? What's my reaction, my initial thoughts looking from the outside in? And do they really bring something to the foldable scene that makes us think, yep, this is it? We're going to break it down. We're going to talk about it. We're going to have some fun with it, man. So, yep, this is your usual scheduled Monday night Tech and Chill show Unplugged. We're getting into it, man. And yeah, it's just kind of like your usual news roundup, catch up of what we should be getting up to date with, the latest news in the world of tech. I appreciate you all being here. Let's get into the comments and see what everyone is saying. Yes, young Matthew in the house. Yes, you are first, of course. Shout out to the homie, Courtney Hill, a.k.a. Filmed by Fresh. Road to 20K subs, bro. You're going to get it. You're going to get it. Road to 20K, road to 40K by the end of the year. So we're on some Mission Impossible stuff or Mission Very Difficult, but we're doing it regardless. And boom, without wasting any time, bro, I know you just gave that super chat on an Android phone because it actually says the full $20. You're on your Pixel phone. I know it. Just that 1 cent gives you away, bro. That 1 cent. We in here, yes. Shout out to the bro like Technically T in the house, man. Not wasting any time getting straight into the jugular with the $20 super chat. Bro, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it as always. I appreciate it. I'm always just blown away by your consistency to just not just be here, but also just be giving. It means a lot, man. I don't take it lightly at all. It means a lot. It does mean a lot. So wait, have we frozen? Have we frozen? Oh, don't tell me we frozen. What happened? It means a lot, man. I don't take it. Did I freeze? Oh, I can't see like my live feed on YouTube. My OBS looks fine. Apologies. Let me reload the thing and let's see. Is it behaving? It is behaving. Okay, it's behaving. Okay, no, that was just my live studio playback. It just went dead. So my OBS and everything looked fine. No drop frames. And again, I'm plugged in via Ethernet now. So none of that. It was just my playback. Anyway, apologies, bro. Again, like I said, like, you know, I'm always left speechless by your consistency to just be here, always dropping the dimes and just showing mad support, man. I appreciate you, bro. Much love. And as always, man, because of it, even though this is not a special live stream, like, it's been crazy how we've been doing back-to-back special stuff. It's good to come down and just do a normal recap of what's happened in the world of tech. So I appreciate you being here, bro. Thank you for the chat. Thank you for the super chat and the direct donation. It means the world as per. What's up, bro? From all the new foldables, what's your number one all-around the best foldable? Thank you. That's a very hard question because in terms of foldables, the only new foldable that I can say I've really, really driven to the ground that's new this year is definitely the Pixel Fold. Everything else has been kind of like a touch and go. What's up? Ha, on the Pixel 8 Pro. Yeah. Now we're good. Not frozen. Best all around has to be Samsung, especially since you probably close this flat. Yeah, I guess by default, it's Samsung. You're going to get frequent updates. Yep. So thank you for everyone for tuning in on tonight's Monday Night Tech and Chill Show Unplugged. As we do, we are streaming this in the highest quality possible in crispy 4K ultra high definition. So if you do have the device, the capacity, and the bandwidth, make sure you select higher than, let me run that again. Make sure you select higher than 480p, which is standard definition. Go up to 720p, which is high definition. Go up to FHD 1080p, which is full high definition. Then up to 1440p, which is QHD for quad high definition. All the way up to 2160p, 4K UHD, ultra high definition for the crispiest live stream on Tech YouTube tonight. So, let's talk all things about the Oppo Find N3 and the OnePlus Open. They are basically the same phones, people. They are just locked to different regions in terms of releases. What does that basically mean? Anyone that knows anything about cars, there's a brand called Vauxhall that's in the UK. But in Europe, it's the same brand, and they're called Opel. Or Opal, as people like to call, but I like to pronounce it Opel because it's Opel. So I don't know where the Opal comes from, but yeah. Same brand. They make near enough the same cars. They just have different badges for different regions, and there might be some different stuff. That's the kind of situation that we find here with the Oppo Find N3 and the OnePlus Open. They are the same phones. They just put into different places for different releases and different regions. So that's where we are right now. We're going to be talking about my thoughts on them, my reaction on them, because the overall general consensus on these devices has been very positive, but we're going to break it down, learn about them, and really see what is good when it comes to the Oppo Find N3 and the OnePlus Open. So, cool. Let's look at it. Let's switch scenes. Let's go, and let's see what we've got here. So here we have the Oppo Find N3, right? And Oppo are labeling it ultra thin, ultra light, ultra powerful. And then we've got the OnePlus Open. Which is right here. Just remove this honey. View products. Okay, here we are. Open for everything. Co-developed with Hasselblad. £1,559. Let's look at this video.
Where would you take it? How would it feel in your hands? What would you do with it? Could you move things around in different windows? Could you multitask? I mean, really multitask. Now imagine how strong it feels and how light. Maybe it feels dreamy when you open it. Maybe the display is state of the art and the materials are just as advanced. Or maybe it just looks beautiful. Or perhaps you just take the perfect picture with it. With its cutting-edge camera system. Or maybe it's more specific. Maybe you'd capture more light and more color than ever before. Maybe you take it and go out and film everything you can in Dolby Vision. Just to play it back in Dolby Vision later. But what's the point? What's the point of all that? Unless it also has a massive battery and super fast charging. Well, then you might just use it all day. Actually, I think if you imagine that phone, and it became a reality, you'd finally have a phone that can do everything you want. A phone that's truly open for everything.
Okay, interesting. OnePlus, very, very interesting. Very, very interesting when it comes to the OnePlus Open. And of course, So it looks like obviously the OnePlus Open or OnePlus tells a better story with theirs, right? And I guess this is the equivalent of let's give the same Christmas present, but with a different wrapper. You know, like let's give mom and dad the same Christmas present, but with a different wrapper. Hey, I guess, you know, twins, identical twins, but with different clothes. Let's just put it that way. OnePlus tells a better story of theirs, which I really like. It really makes the device feel a lot more memorable. So what are the things that we're looking for? Light, compact, and durable. Let's break it down. So already I'm liking the fact that OnePlus are telling a much better story to kind of understand. All sized up for the familiar hold, okay. So they've gone with a traditional 20:9 aspect ratio form factor. Love to see it. It's lighter than any Fold at 240 grams. And again, the asterisk there is, from what I know, if you're not going for the glass model, but a glass model is the one that looks really, really nice with the frosted glass back. It's just 5 grams heftier than the best-selling iPhone 15 Pro Max. And that's obviously base iPhone, what you call it, 14 Pro Max. So this is the case where I don't believe you get the vegan level one. You can only get the glass one. I think the vegan level is the one that's lighter. Light makes might. I like that. Extraordinary materials blend the best of both. Titanium alloy, carbon fiber, and more. Built to the hilt with aerospace materials. I always want to say that. Up to 4 times stronger than your surgical grade stainless steel. Hinge components utilize priority cobalt as well as alloy. Okay, interesting. So twice as depth defying, twice as epic. All right, here we go. So the outward display is a 20:9 aspect ratio, 2K resolution, 120 hertz, adaptive refresh rate, LTPO 3.0 display. All right, and what we have here is a fluid Super AMOLED display. Inside is a 7.82-inch 2K resolution display. Again, 120 hertz LTPO. It's a flex fluid, so it's using an ultra-thin glass. Just slightly under 90% screen-to-body ratio. 10-bit color, sRGB, DCI-P3. High-frequency pulse width modulation PWM at 1,440 hertz. Shielded by ultra-thin glass. Okay, here's where things get really interesting. Obviously, it's a Dolby Vision certified display. Peak brightness outdoors, I'm guessing, is 2,800 nits, which is ridiculous. And then obviously you've got the PPI and the pixel density there. Pro XDR displays in and out, which is great. So that means the outer display is also 2,800 nits peak brightness for outdoor. I believe HDR is about 1,600 nits and sustained is like 1,400 nits, which is crazy. I believe this is a triple speaker system with multi-spatial audio speakers, unique to the OnePlus Open. Going from stereo to hero. I really like that. I like the little stories. We've got the latest version of Oxygen OS. Again, not the absolute latest because it is still Android 13. We are looking to see, hopefully, Android 14 on here with Oxygen OS 14. But what's really looking is, from everything I've been seeing, the software optimization has been really done well with the open canvas, extended split screen apps, and flow beyond the display. The screen giant upsizes your possibilities with more real estate. Yeah. For maximum multitasking, simply nudge and swipe and pull to fast focus across multiple apps, which is great, which is really, really great. Love to see it. Look at that. I love this. Dual splits and fast focus. Split the screen by swiping with 2 fingers down the middle of the screen. Quickly hop. Yep, I like that. I like how they're really showcasing this properly. This is really good. This is really good stuff. I'm liking this. Drag and drop and share. I think software, yeah, that's sick. That's sick. I do like that. And obviously having triple splits as well. That's crazy. I love that. And you can just, fling through left and right. That's a really good look. Expand. Yeah, they've done well. They've done very well. Boy, Google, take notes. They've done very well with their initial software out the gate, I must say. Analyzing data, reading content. Okay, and then cameras. So, main camera system is a 48 megapixel Sony LYT-T808 pixel stack sensor, which is a 1/1.43 sensor size. Pixel size is 1.12. I think that's the unbinned pixel size. If that's the unbinned pixel size, that's very, very good. I like that. The telephoto is a 6, so it's a 3x optical zoom. I would have loved this to be at least 4x, 5x. No, but at least it's high resolution. It's a 1/2-inch sensor size. The unbinned pixel size is 0.7. So the bin pixel size is going to be 16 megapixels. It's going to be 1.7. No, 1.4. f2.6 with autofocus. That's good. That's good. It's a 1/2 sense. Yeah. And also the ultra wide is a 1/2-inch sensor size, 48 megapixels, 114-degree field of view. That's not that wide. That kind of worries me. So IMX581, that's not that wide. Because you really do need a field of view of at least 120 degrees to 123 degrees. I'm not sure about this. Okay. But it's a triple camera system co-collaborated with Hasselblad. So interesting. Make nighttime the right time. I like this. I like this. I really like this. I like the little story hits and whatnot. So this stack sensor is meant to be really, stacked pixel resolution is meant to be really, really beneficial to low light performance. Something I really want to test again. And I've kind of said this, that the first manufacturer that's going to do this properly, I'm going to be really happy with, where give me a 0.5 ultra wide, a 1x main wide sensor, a 2x in crop on the main wide sensor, a 3x dedicated optical zoom, and then a 6x optical zoom, right? I'm very, very much interested to see how this 6x in sensor on the 3x optical zoom works, because yeah, I really want to camera test this. OnePlus, Oppo, if you're listening and you're watching, I'm the home of the definitive camera comparison. I will throw it next to the Fold 5. I will throw it next to the Pixel Fold, and I will give you a comprehensive breakdown of the camera performance. Please, 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 let me know if that can be done. Portraits and low light are a highlight. I like that. I like that. I don't know about you, but I like that. OnePlus is telling a very good story with their situations here. So I definitely want to try out the portrait mode. That looks really, really good. Shot on a OnePlus Open, of course, the camera samples. And then specs on the performance, man. This is one thing that OnePlus just doesn't play. They just do not play. You've got the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. We're gonna hear the announcement of the 8 Gen 3 and probably at the time of this stream, probably in the next 2 hours to a day. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 is going to be announced. 16 gigabytes of low power double data rate generation 5 memory extreme LPDDR5X. This is great. You've got UFS 4.0 storage, 512 gigabytes. Definitely on a foldable like this, with how crazy the multitasking is. 16 gigabytes of RAM is great. 67 watt fast charging. I've said it. 67 watts, 65 watts is the upper limit of what a smartphone should be in this range, where you've got somewhere between a 4,500 to a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Being able to charge from 1% to 100% in under 45 minutes, around 45 minutes, it's my dream, right? 45 watts is the bare minimum now, because with a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, you're charging to 100% in about an hour. This is something Samsung does, so that's kind of like the bottom limit in my opinion. But yeah, 65 watts, charge from 0 to 100 or 1% to 100 in around 45 minutes. That's my dream. That's what I want. Great to see that they've implemented it here. 4,805 milliamp hour battery in a split dual cell tech. Cross-channel thermal conductivity, staying power always. Love that. Wi-Fi 7, ready for the future. That is fantastic. Don't know if you need a firmware update for that, but that's really, really great to see. Very, very future compatible. Dual cellular 5G connectivity with 2 physical SIM cards, which is one thing I love. And of course, 5G connectivity. Right. Everything that we've gone through here really says a lot. And obviously, if we look at the Find N3, what can we spot when it comes to the difference? Again, same thing when it comes to the weight, where if you're using the leather version, it is going to be less than 5 grams. Super thin out 5.8 millimeters when it's obviously unfolded. Stand out with style, flawless flexibility. Champagne gold and a classic black. Again, that's the one with the faux leather, which is obviously the same as what you get on the OnePlus. And in terms of what we're seeing here, I'm not really spotting that much of a difference when it comes to the camera system. It looks to be the same thing, co-collaborated with Hasselblad, which is a good thing, I guess. The pixel architecture is what they're talking about, the pixel stacking. Pictures taken, yeah, of course. Again, high brightness mode, 1,400 nits, 2,800 nits when it comes to peak brightness outdoors. And again, same thing, consistent in and out of the display, LTPO, Pro XDR. Again, please don't get in trouble by Apple people. Multi-stereo speaker, which is obviously triple speaker system. Boundless view when it comes to the smart split screen. I really want to try the software. This might just fill my itch for just how much I don't enjoy using the inner display on the Pixel Fold. Especially the fact that they've got a good outer fold display. This could steal it low-key. Alert sliders there as well, of course. And everything that we know when it comes to SuperVOOC charging. Yeah, this is pretty much, again, like I said, it's the same present for mom and dad, but in a different wrapper. Right? In a different wrapper. And when we go to GSM Arena, what you can see is that I've got them lined up in terms of the comparison. And where we've got that lined up in terms of the comparison, if we go to differences, boom, if everything grays out to be the same. Apart from like some marketing differences in terms of the naming, right? Whereas the Oppo Find M3 on the right says LTPO3 OLED. This says LTPO3 Super Fluid OLED. Oxygen OS, Color OS 13.2. It looks like the Oppo probably has a 1 terabyte of RAM option. So I guess if you want more storage, that's the one that you go for. Video performance. There's a 480 FPS mode on the OnePlus by the looks of it. Don't know if that's the same or it's just a typo. Selfie camera. They managed to put 4K 30 on the selfie camera, but no 4K 60. So at least there is 4K this time, rather than just the odd thing that they do, which is 1080p. USB 3.1. Charging speeds are pretty much near enough the same. Yeah, they're the same phone, people. They're the same phone, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But hey, I gave you the analogy of how some car manufacturers do this, depending on what region you're in, and we pretty much just go from there. Let's cut straight to the chase of what I think is initially missing from what I've been seeing in the reviews and whatnot. That shouldn't be missing. And whether chasing the arbitrary fact and stats of a number when it comes to weight was so important that they couldn't have put this in. Wireless charging. Let's just cut straight to the chase. At this point, not having wireless charging is not the one. Not having wireless charging is not the one. It just isn't. I'm sorry to say. I'm not a wireless charging person. I'm actually on the unpopular opinion on the side of the coin where I don't actually care about wireless charging. I don't care for it. I don't use it. My charging habits, my charging style does not suit me when it comes to wireless charging. I don't care for it. It makes no difference in my life. I am team fast charging, fast wire charging, where I can charge under an hour to full with an upper limit of 45 minutes to upper limit of 30 minutes within that range, I'm a happy bunny over wide. It's not about what I think. It's about, at this point, we should not be choosing between having wired charging and wireless charging. We can have both. OnePlus, you did not need to. Oppo, you did not need to. You didn't have to put the fastest wireless charging in there. You could have just put 15 watts wireless charging. Trust me, everyone would have been happy. Not having wireless charging in there is inexcusable. I can't really let that pass in that sense. It makes no sense to me. And that's just me being real. And that's just speaking for the principle of whatever the price this is that you're charging for this, have a good value, mid, or it needs to have wireless charging. You can't be omitting these little things, right? Whether it makes a difference or not. Don't get me wrong, if I own it, I'm not going to cry that it doesn't have wireless charging, but I'm just saying as a principle, yo, sorry, it needs to. And another thing to really state is that I'm glad they've done well to make this more of a global launch with the split region-wise between what we're getting when it comes to OnePlus and Oppo covering as much regions as possible. But we are at a point right now where, especially in the world, especially in the Western market, especially in the Western market, right? Again, I'm seeing your comments, so let me just get this out so we can really just have a rebuttal and talk. Especially in the Western market, if you don't have carrier partnerships, at least one on your side, minimum two, so at minimum one, at least two, expensive devices like this, no one's going to be buying them outright. I say this because smartphones, especially, are such fast depreciating assets. They don't hold value very well, especially Android phones. The smartphones that hold the best value the longest is iPhones, but even then, they are still depreciating assets. If you are not getting this in carrier stores to make it easier for people that have carrier plans already, that can just, pay minimal upfront to no upfront, upgrade on a 2-year to 3-year plan with insurance and all these things that just make it easier for acquisition, trust me, you're going to struggle to shift. And we circle back into this situation where these are phones that, honestly, reviewers are going to love. Reviewers are going to rant and rave. But normal people will have no chance of actually owning them because there's just no way for them to acquire them in a reasonable way. Not in a cheap way. Don't get me wrong. Have you seen the down payments and the monthly payments for a foldable device on a carrier network? You are paying over £100+ a month in the UK. You're gonna pay minimal upfront, but if you're upgrading or you're buying a new contract for 2-year to 24 months to 36 months, you are paying a good £100+ a month. It's not cheap. Carrier acquisition, right, doesn't mean that it becomes cheap. It just becomes more manageable. Those omissions make this almost a dead on arrival. It would have been a complete dead on arrival if it was just a China release only, like what they did with the Oppo Find X6 Pro, mainly speaking from Oppo's perspective. So I'm glad it is a global launch. I'm glad you can get it directly from their websites. I'm glad it's going to be coming from other different places, like if you're in the US, Best Buy and stuff. I'm glad. But in this current state of things and whatnot, missing things like wireless charging, not doubling down on making sure that you are getting carrier partnerships in, 1 or 2, it really just makes this a hamster on a wheel conversation. And I hate that. I hate that's the case for it because I'll be honest with you, minus those things that I've said as a drawback and minus not giving it the definitive camera comparison testing that I now do for you all as my viewers, this foldable, yeah, it's all me, baby. it's all, yeah. Yeah. Clap, bravo. That's how you do a foldable. That is how you do a foldable. I've got to give it to them. Thoroughly impressed. Form factor, build quality, software. Yes, I know it doesn't have a true IPX8 rating and it's got an IPX4 rating, but that's okay. It looks like the IPX4 rating kind of really meets the mark. It hits things well. It does a very good job in respect to. So I like that. I like that. So I've got to give them props. I do have to give them the props that, yo, reserving all rights on not having to test the camera just yet, in my opinion, which, again, camera performance is so much more subjective than objective now. And I'll give you an example. If a camera can't shoot 4K 60 on a selfie camera, but the equivalent smartphone camera within the same price bracket shoots 4K 60, objectively, that camera that can shoot 4K 60 is better because it has that feature. That's what objectivity is when it comes to when something can do one thing the other can't within the same league, right? That's objective. But subjective is if I'm analyzing a scene in terms of how the image quality is like and the look of an image and the stylistic output and the image processing, it's very subjective. It's very, very subjective. But objectivity is what I try to single out in my camera comparisons of what's missing in terms of quirks and what's available. Like video portrait mode not being available on the selfie camera on Pixel devices. That's an objective downfall because the competition within the same price bracket allow you to blur the background when you're shooting video. So stating those things, being able to switch lenses in different recorder modes, if one can do and one can't, that's an objective quirk that's not there. That's more what I'm trying to spot out in my camera comparisons. Not necessarily this image quality is better than that, right? That's subjective. So taking that away, not having to test the camera out yet, looking from the outside in, I would say what they're doing for releasing and producing and manufacturing a foldable, bravo OnePlus and Oppo. This is how you do it. My goodness, I love this. Again, they've promised 4 OS generations of updates, which is very good, on par, 1 year of security, right on par with what Samsung are going to be promising. We don't know in terms of the time scale, because Samsung are very good on a timely monthly manner, which is really great to see. So we'll have to see how that looks like. But overall, in my just initial reaction, I want to look at it from a reaction point of view. This is a very, very good look. What OnePlus and Oppo have been able to co-collaborate and do with their first foldable. Well, OnePlus's first foldable, Oppo's 3rd generation foldable, and they've got flippables as well, as I like to call them. This is a very good look. I definitely want to get hands-on with them and really test them, get to grips with them, because I didn't get a Fold 5 get sent in. I can still probably ask for one to come in on the late one, just so I can do that 3-way camera comparison of the Pixel Fold, OnePlus Open, and the Fold 5 to really see the camera performance. Definitely want to do that. If I can get that in, that would be great. And obviously just experience the Fold experience of what they have, especially when it comes to the in-the-display software, which looks fantastic. Would it be better than Samsung? No, I think Samsung just have it down when it comes to software. But I'll be honest with you, I think from what I'm seeing, a couple of things in there really stand above what Samsung have got to offer. A lot of people are talking about the hinge mechanism being a lot better. I still think Samsung makes a better overall hinge, because I've seen online that the Samsung holds at pretty much more angles, more steady than what you have on the OnePlus Open and the Oppo Find M3. But what you're seeing is a much better management of the inner-display crease. You don't get S Pen support. Samsung gives you S Pen support on the inner display, which is fantastic. But the displays are a lot brighter when it comes to what we're getting on the OnePlus Open as well as the Oppo Find M3. the build and the design, the display, the performance, the performance, I would say in some cases balances out because obviously the OnePlus and the Oppo have more RAM, whereas the 8 Gen 2 mobile platform built for Galaxy is a slightly more optimized, overclocked, and tuned version of that chip in the Galaxy. Cameras, again, I think cameras overall as a package, potentially, especially when it comes to video performance, Samsung is definitely going to take it. Pixel potentially might take it. Whereas in terms of the range of picture performance, yeah, it's gonna be a tough battle, which is something that it's gonna be such a toss-up that I really want to see in action. Battery and charging performance, definitely I think OnePlus are gonna win it. Bigger battery, better chip optimization, better charging, but it does fall short not having wireless charging, so I've got to give it that in terms of that missing feature, which is just not good. Can't be having that. And the overall software experience and obviously battery, I think collectively what we're seeing here is an impressive outing for OnePlus and Oppo. I think it's going to be available from mid to third week of November. I'm going to try my best to hunt for one so I can get that content in. I think the main priority for me right now is to see if, let me know, would you want to see a OnePlus Open / Oppo Find N3 versus Fold 5 versus the Pixel Fold 3-way definitive camera comparison? You want it? I'm going to produce it for you, and I definitely want to test it and see how these phones. But in terms of my initial verdict, I would give it a very, 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 very strong provisional 7.5 to an 8. And that 8 will really be defined by me having to test it to get to that point. But overall, very impressed. Very, very good look, OnePlus. Really love the story behind it. Well done for bringing out your first foldable. It's a good look indeed. Let's jump into the chat and see what's good. And oh my goodness, you lot have been active. Let's jump straight in. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. What just happened here? What just happened here? Oh my goodness. Wow. Kingdom Within. Many blessings, brother. Keep up the hard work, as I much appreciate it. I prayed nothing but goodness and joy over your life. My brother, no stress. Stay blessed. 100. Wow. Wow. $100 super chat. I've always said this. I've always said this. I've always said this. I've always said it. And I've always said this. That super chats are not mandatory. But I'll be absolutely, absolutely, absolutely lying to you if I say I did not appreciate you all that directly donate. I always say this. I'll rather you deal with me getting sponsored videos, me getting paid from brands, than me taking money out of your own pocket. I just don't. Each to their own. You know, it's one of the reasons why I've just not felt comfortable or confident to even start channel memberships, because I just feel like I'm not there yet, and I don't think I would ever. Maybe I'll never be there to do channel memberships. I probably won't ever. Maybe it's just one of those principles that I will stand on. I'm happy to support anyone else that has a channel membership. Like, yo, I will do that. But it means the world when you genuinely see value enough to just want to donate your own hard-earned money. I really appreciate that, man. Any amount, but 100, this might be one of the biggest direct donations that we've had on the channel. Kingdom Within, whoever and wherever you are, which I believe you're in stateside right now, God bless you. God bless you big time. It means the world. Whenever I'm not feeling up to it or burnt out and I don't really feel like it, moments like this, it's not because of the donation. Moments like this where my Team TLS members, my Tech Lover Squad members, right? Especially my live squad that show up and show out, I would be doing you wrong if I don't come and show up, unless I've traveled, or unless there's an emergency, or unless I'm not in the usual studio setup, or there's genuine extenuating circumstances. I have to make that promise to myself that I have to show up and show out. And the Tech and Chill Show Unplugged has been a Monday special that's been there for years. And when you lot do this, it motivates me that even when we're just doing a normal news round Monday, non-special edition review live stream show, is to give you the best in terms of my presentation, the best in terms of my visual image quality, the best in terms of my sound, the best in terms of my engagement with you as the audience. The reason why I'm really letting it sit there is, because I still suffer this crazy imposter syndrome that I have people that actually watch the stuff that I produce. And then to go out your way to actually do a direct donation, I really want you to feel like, especially at this time where I've got the ability to really engage on a more organic and consistent level with my audience, maybe I'll grow to the point where it becomes genuinely too difficult to talk to my audience on a live basis or on a pre-recorded basis. But for now, while I can, I'm super grateful for it. I will really take my time to really let it sink in. And you really, 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 really deserve that. And I appreciate that big time. Wow, $100 super chat. Where do we even go from here? Where do we even go from here? Much appreciated, my man. Okay. And it says that will we be looking at price drops in foldables in the coming future as technology is new? Yeah. We have to get price drops. We have to get price drops. Foldables, I've always said this, foldables, if you look at something like a Galaxy S23 Ultra, the top SKU and top storage model of the Galaxy S23 Ultra, let's find out what the price is on that for a moment. Right, the MSRP. MSRP, Galaxy S23 Ultra. Buy now. Cool. I've always said this, right? For foldables to start making sense, they have to get to a price point where for at least 512 gigabytes of storage, it should be at the starting price of the top SKU of an Ultra device from Samsung, 1599. And what's happened? OnePlus have done that. OnePlus with 512 gigs of storage and 16 gigabytes of RAM with no trade-in the UK are charging £1,599. We are there. We are pretty much there. I think that's the biggest win for this. They are charging with 16 gigs of RAM and 512 gig storage, the top SKU price MSRP of a Galaxy S23 Ultra. Win. Win. Absolute win. That's what we want to be seeing. That's exactly what we want to be seeing. Evening, Mum. Hello. Everyone say hi to Mum. Mum in the chat. Hi, Mum. Cool. What we got? Hasselblad color tuning is always pretty nice. I'm really, really interested in testing that, man. I really want to test that. I really want to check that out. Really want to check. I'm now looking at it. I'm really itching to test out the cameras. I'm really interested to give it a definitive camera comparison testing. Also, what we got here? Also, why Google's not working on the Tensor chip in performance? Dude, man, that's Google. That's Google because they're in bed with Samsung with Exynos. You know, like, I don't need to explain that, man. Google's approach, and we talked about this like many times. Google are really focusing on their TPUs, right? The tensor processing units and AI. It's a tailor-made performance. It's a tailor-made experience around AI. You ain't gonna get raw, like, if you want raw horsepower in this current state, a Google Pixel's not for you. If you want raw efficiency when it comes to heat management and efficiency overall, Google's not for you. I'm a Pixel guy through and through. It's enough performance for everyone, but I'm just saying in general, that's not where you go to. You go to it for the Magic Editor, Magic Eraser, Real Tone, Now Playing, voice dictation, web dictation, all the AI features that you'll get that is a tailor-made experience. That's what Google gives you. Google ain't gonna give you raw performance, bro. Sorry. Like, we know what they're doing. Jaime, which would you recommend out of the S23 Pixel 8? I'm a very intensive user. I would definitely say the S23. I was lucky to have hands-on time with the OnePlus Open before it was announced. Nice, nice, great, 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 great. Open, yes. Hi, Ben. Hi, TCN. What's good? What's good? Glad you managed to get hands-on with it. Android 14 will be out before the end of December for the OnePlus Open. Great. We definitely need to see that. And a 6X is great. I still wish for a dedicated 6X periscope zoom, a dedicated 3X, right? But I do like the principle of having a 0.5X or whatever the ultra wide, I think it's 0.6 or 0.7, but 0.5X, 0.1, 2X on the main wide sensor, and then 3X and then 6X. And of course, the Qualcomm 8 Gen 3 tomorrow 8. Yes, of course, it will be roughly around that time, no doubt. Yes, Johan, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Whoa, Big Donald, damn, exactly. Like, yo, Kingdom Within did not play. Oh my gosh, I met this guy in real life. Jamo, stop playing, man. Jamo, stop it. Shout out to the bro. Tech Jamo in the house, man. Go subscribe to Jamo for sure. Let's get him to 20K subs as well. We have got anyone that isn't subscribed to Film by Fresh and Tech Jamo. Go subscribe to them. I need to hit 40K subs by the end of this year. They need to hit 20K subs by the end of this year. We're moving as a unit together, man. You are awesome, Kingdom Within. Kingdom Within is even more than awesome. He's highly blessed and favored. So is Technically T. Everyone else in the chat, but you lot really just like supporting with your own money out of your own pocket. Like, yo, I just don't know. Looking like a Urus and RSQ situation. Maybe a Huracan and a R8, but similar principle. I get what you mean. Cable all day. I don't do wireless charging any Android devices. I do use MagSafe. Yeah, I just I'm the same, but whether you need to hold people accountable, it ain't about what I use, so it doesn't matter. I've asked me when was the last time I ever used wireless charging. Don't worry, I'll wait. Never. I've never, ever in my life using smartphones used wireless charging where my phone has been low and I've charged it to full just using wireless charging. I've never done it. Never. So I kid you not when I say my lifestyle does not suit wireless charging at all, not one bit. So I couldn't give a flying if it doesn't have it. I'm being dead serious. Unpopular opinion, but I can be there and still be like, yo, you lot are still tripping not to have wireless charging. No one said you need to put 40 watts or this, that. No, just stick a 15 watt in there and just keep it moving. Drop the honey bun. Fresh, you ain't serious, man. Fresh, you ain't serious. So I've got to support my guy. He truly works hard. Have you seen the video where he did the Pixel 6 Pro, Pixel 7, Pixel 8 Pro? He smashed that video. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I really, really appreciate that. I'm just accepting my destiny that I guess I'm the home of the definitive camera comparison. It looks like I've been charged with the mantle and the pain and suffering that comes with doing a camera comparison that detailed and in depth. And it's not for the faint-hearted. Do not blame anyone else that chooses not to do a camera comparison the way I do. I promise you, it is brutal. My inner life source, my soul is gone. Even how my eyes blink and function is not the same anymore. I'm being dead serious. That's love. Well-deserved, Ben, to the GOAT. Ah, man, I ain't nobody special, bro. You're the real GOAT, bro. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. Absolutely Kingdom Within. Wait, man dropped $100. Yeah, bro. 100. 100. Imagine. 100. Drinks on Ben. Yeah. Let's hit our milestones, bro. Let's hit our milestones. Let's get to 20K. Let's get to 40K. We're drinking up. Boom. Yep, 100. Had to drop that on it on my boy real quick. Man, I ain't even real quick. That's mad support, mad love. I don't know if you're on Twitter, man, but I'm gonna screenshot this and flipping post it. I don't know if you're on Twitter, just I don't use for any apologies to anyone. I think Johan, you messaged me. For anyone that tries to engage with me on Twitter, I'm being straight. It's not you. It is definitely me. It sounds like a flipping breakup. It's not you. It's me. I do not like Twitter as a platform. I don't like engaging on Twitter on platform. It's a cesspool of nothing but negativity. I don't like the platform. I only post on there because somehow I realize I've got like 5+ K followers. So I've got some form of followings on there. And the brands that I work with, they still do want Twitter post and repost and re-stuff. Like, I'm at Xiaomi tomorrow in Westfield. And they wanted me to... So I will engage in that way, but I don't really like conversating on Twitter, man. So I apologize if it seems like anyone that messages me, I don't reply. I'm not acting brand new and bougie. I just don't like spending my time on Twitter like that. I'm just being dead serious. I know it sounds harsh. I'd rather be honest. So, Johan, I apologize if I didn't reply to you, but yeah, I don't really use Twitter like that. But in this particular situation here, man, if you're on Twitter, Kingdom Within, message me just so I know what your handle is, and I will just, I really appreciate you, man. Goddamn, I know. Deepak, what's good? Hello. What's up? Hi, mate. Which would you recommend out of the Pixel and the I gave you the advice on that S23. Sweet, congratulations, my brother. Hey, we are a couple of hundred subscribers, well, just under a couple of hundred subscribers to hit 28K subs. Man, that means this month would have just been crazy. We would have grown by an extra 3,000 new members of the Tech and Chill show, as well as obviously the Lover of Tech family. Really appreciate you all. Really appreciate you all. I hope the OnePlus Open sells like hotcakes. It's going to be very difficult. Without I'm being honest, it's not because the phone is bad. Without the right... a smartphone cannot work without a SIM card, right? A smartphone needs a carrier network. A smartphone needs a cellular network. The best chance you have for your smartphone shifting numbers is to get carrier partnerships, especially on the high-end to ultra-high-end. You don't have that. You've really cut your own life supply. Right? People like the convenience of being able to go into their carrier store, having a phone with their plan, not really having to... I promise you, not many people, mostly, the ones that mostly do that are iPhone users. Not many people go buy their phone separately at that ultra high end and put their own SIM card in there. Most people that do that are iPhone users, but even then, most of them do it through their carrier network. The Honor Magic V2 will be cheaper when it's out. Yeah, when? Honestly, Honor don't release the Honor Magic V2 this year. They've dropped the ball. I really love that fold, but it's not out. Technically, on a technical level, it's a product that's been announced first. They've announced the V2S or the VS2 in China only. I love Honor, but it was the biggest cock tease, the V2. Just putting it out there. Don't understand that, but I'm going to put it on there. Whoops. Would you trade in a Pixel 8 Pro for the S23? Or would you trade in a Pixel 8 Pro for an S23 Ultra or keep it? I got a Pixel 7 Pro. I do like the everything nature of the S23 Ultra. I do like the everything. Look, either way, man, you got a Pixel 8 Pro, you're fine. If you got a Pixel 8 Pro, keep it. You're good. Honestly, you're good. Find X3 is top, but you still can't buy in the UK. It's a China-only phone. Love you, bro. I've got you next time. You deserve a lot more. It gives me excitement to watch your content. Hey, you always show love, and I appreciate it, man. But how do I send it? Yeah, I just super chat it. Deepak says, you are the British MKBHD. Love from Italy. Wow. Grazie mille. Wow. that's high praise, you know. That is high praise. That is high praise. Wow. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Me and the bro Jammer were at a YouTube collective event yesterday, and it was just kind of like a fun networking event where YouTube just allows as many of the black creators in the UK to be in the same place. And we realized that, man, in the UK, I think in the UK specifically, in America, you lot are good. My black tech content creators in America, you lot are good. Like, I love it there. You lot, T, Fresh, BG Tech Life, so many of my black content creators are stacked in America. I love it. Both, and I'm talking about the American continent, both Canada and United States of America. Really, really, really love the North America. But in the UK, I think in terms of tech, on a deep, heavy level, it's probably me. It's definitely me, Tech Jammer, Gadgets Boy, definitely, and yeah, Dave's Basket, flipping K. But I would say in terms of just consistently doing it within tech, where tech is our main bread and butter. I mean, I spread between tech, auto, and gaming, right? Obviously, because Lover of Cars is there. And obviously gaming because of what I do with Lover of Games and the streaming and stuff. And the gaming content I cover with consoles and stuff, which I'm going to be having, you know, videos on the new PlayStation 5 Slim in December when it comes out. So be subscribed for that. And then, of course, I do have cameras there as well. I have great support from Panasonic and the Lumix team. We've got Lover of Cameras there, which is, again, I'm going to show some updates on it. That's going to be more of like the behind the scenes vlogging channel. But yeah, for you to say I'm the British equivalent of MKBHD, that is high praise, man. That's high praise, and I really, really, really appreciate that. And you know, any person that is black, that's a viewer, that's in the UK, that loves tech but is kind of scared to step out. I know there's not that many of us, man, but just be brave. Hopefully what I'm doing helps you feel confident that, yeah, you know, it's okay to be black and love tech. I'm just putting it out there. It doesn't necessarily have to be the traditional stuff like sports and music, fashion, right? I know the gaming side of things have really, really, the black content creators in gaming have really come up well in the UK. Love to see it. Great. And even things like, you know, pop culture and film stuff and movies, really good. Love to see it. But tech, we're lacking in the UK. So anyone in the UK that you're seeing this, man, if this helps you, yeah, I would love to see you step into the same. Let's move together. Hello, hello. What do you have going on with Jamie in the London store? I will show you and I'll give you the end of stream updates now. Appreciate it. Thank you, Michael. Really appreciate it, man. Normals who don't follow tech, they walk in stores mainly. Foldable, sir. Yes, please. Here is the Fold 5. It works and sells. Exactly. Hello, hello. This is where Samsung wins. This is where Samsung knows they don't have to try. Samsung have done enough. They have the strongest. They have the strongest worldwide released release for foldables and flippables. They just do. And pretty much any country that has any relevance or any structure of how to do a smartphone acquisition via carrier network, Samsung is going to be on all the carriers. You can get a Fold 5 on all the 4 main carriers in the UK. In the US, Canada, basically anywhere that does any form of monthly acquisition, through their carrier plan, you're going to be able to get a Samsung Foldable and flippable. There's no question. So by default, Samsung have won, even if on the technical level, their phones are not absolutely the best. I love my Galaxy S23 Ultra, but the Pixel 8 hits different. Can't bring myself to sell the Ultra though. Keep it going. We need more of us Brit reviewers on the tube. Yeah, we do. It's okay to be a black tech YouTuber. Bro, I'll be honest with you. Hey, bro. And you know what I mean. Right? We usually get funneled into music and sports. Dominantly, music and sports. I'm just encouraging, and it was a culture shock to my system when at the event. Apart from me and Jamo, and obviously K-Man that was there from Dave's Basket, we didn't find anyone else in the UK that was a black content creator that did tech. I mean, Tommy, Gadgets Boy, we know him. He's there. He's on the road to hit 100K subs. But it was a shock to the system. We're like, yo, like we're kind of like an anomaly in this, right? So, bro, you're right. Kingdom Within. Damn. I did, like, you already made me damn speechless. What are you trying to do? Bring me to tears? Yo, you are $200 up at the minute. What does Jay-Z say? What more can I say? I don't know what more can I say. If drinks on you, then you might need more of this. Wow. Oh, that's crazy. Yo, that's crazy. That's very crazy. Yo. Bruh. You won. You got me. Kingdom Within, God bless you, man. I really can't top, and I just have to let this sit here and simmer. Simmer. Another $100 super chat. Wow. This is such a big. Really appreciate that, man. Wow. Thank you so much, for real. That's big. Wow. Wow. Thank you. Raining honey bands. Bro, that's incredible. Twice over, that's incredible. And then technically T as well, that's incredible. $220 total tonight. That's incredible. T, Kingdom Come, especially you tonight, you stole the show. I'm truly humbled. Thank you. Love for tech is universal. Who cares about skin color, religion, or race? And it should be the case. It's more just a case of it was just more of a culture shock within the black content creator community in the UK specifically. I see this less of a problem in the North American content, which I love to see it. And I think a big part of that has been because of Marquez and MKBHD, him being arguably the true GOAT of tech YouTube. You know, I love that it's just branched and seen so many black content creators come out of that, from your average consumer. You got my homie Fresh, Technically T, BG Tech Life, so many other people like within the actual, consumer tech space. But in the UK, man, it's lacking. It's lacking, and it just showed having to take pride in that to just encourage content creators within the black community in the UK that, it's okay to be a black tech YouTuber. Trust me, it is. And you don't need to, you can be professional and you can still be authentic to what kind of makes you, black in that sense, right? In the UK specifically. I know I love cars, so do cars and tech. What's your number one favorite car of all time? I think off head right now is probably going to be somewhere between the Lexus LFA, McLaren P1, Audi RS3 hatchback. Those are the three cars that come to mind. God bless you, brother. You deserve more than what? Bruh, man, listen. Bruh, like, you've really showed out tonight, Kingdom Come, for real, for real. Talk about ending the stream. We haven't even done the end of stream highlights yet, right? Really, we've not done that. You've really showed out. Very generous. Wow, man. Like, honestly, beyond anything that I could ever even require from you all as my audience, honestly. Inspirational. Thanks to people who answered, etc. I'm setting up a YouTube for disability use devices. I have multiple sclerosis and part side. Whoa. Go for it. Absolutely go for it, man. Go for it. There's I think there's a guy called Ramal Media. He's partially sighted as well. I think he does a lot of TikTok content and sometimes YouTube. And he's doing great. Go for it. I'm just so impressed with your content and detail. You smash it out, Dan. Really appreciate it, man. It's a lot of work. I'm still trying to just make sure that I stay encouraged. You lot being in here, giving direct donations and just being on the stream is really encouraging. There's more days I feel like quitting and the real ones that I've spoken to know that there's more days where I feel like quitting. Why I haven't quit? The only reason why I haven't quit is, the first one is I'm honestly at the point in my life where I'm too stubborn to quit. Second is, honestly, I genuinely, minus editing to an extent, I genuinely love making content. I love talking about tech still. I love talking about cars. It is a genuine outlet for me. My favorite part of this is this, right? Being in front of the camera, talking to you all as my audience. I love that. I love that way more than I underestimate. That when I'm not doing it and I start doing it, I realize that my true self comes out. Honestly, this is like the true version of me, live streaming especially, when it's not pre-recorded. If anyone see me doing a proper live stream where I act a fool and go in, you can see me doing that for 4 hours straight and feel no way. So yeah, it's that's the situation. I'm a real fan. I'm a real one, fam, and I'll be supporting you all the way. You absolutely are my favorite tech YouTuber, and I always talk tech with my brother and tell him you're an absolute... Bro, like, no, I'm telling you, tonight, I think you've shown any and everyone, and shout out to the replay crew that discovered this. No one's going to doubt you're a real one, ever. No one. I've always said this, man. I'd rather you as my audience put up with watching my sponsored content. I'd rather take money from brands than take money from you, right? So it really hits different when you go out of your way to pay for what I like to call a freemium service. Watching my content doesn't cost you anything more than watching ads, watching through and engaging with the sponsored content and watching ads. That's all I require from you, on top of obviously making sure you're subscribing, liking, and turning notifications, right? But when you go the extra mile to pay out of your own pocket, your own hard-earned money, it's undoubtedly it's the thing that blows my mind the most. and it means a lot. Let's not forget Floss. Yeah, Floss is on point, man. Hey, listen, I tap into the Flossy car energy when it comes to live streams, man. I'm of Indian origin. Yeah, I could tell. Even though even if I'm totally white, many people are close-minded here in Italy. Oh, trust me, I know. Listen, if my mom's still in the chat, my mom migrated to Italy first, lived there in Ghana. Italy's like a second home to me. We were more based in Verona, right? So I'm very, very familiar with Italy. I love Italy as a country. It's one of my favorite places in the world. But Italians are very close-minded. They're less close-minded now because the world is just more open. But I know exactly what you mean, man. When you get to 100K subs and more, don't change, don't sell out. Nexus Gamer is respected for having... Yeah. I'm like, yo, listen. Trust me. When I get to 100K, bro, the real me is going to come out. I'm going to be... I won't sell out, but I'm going to change up in a way where you're going to see the real me come out. I'm telling you. I will not take nonsense from brands that are going to be disrespecting our platform. We are going to have so much more control over things that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be in a position where I will not be doing videos for any other platform except for my own. And we are going to grow it. I'm speaking it into existence. There will be multiple co-presenters on Lover of Tech Media from Lover of Tech, from Lover of Cars, which I've got to tender already, who co-hosts with me. Shout out to TC. From The Cut Down and from Lover of Cameras. Right? There will be enough sustainability where I will have different multiple presenters that cover the different types of content within tech that we do. We've got smartphones here, laptops here, TVs here, tablets here. We've got so much that we cover in-house just on Lover of Tech alone. We will have multiple presenters that will be working here to give you the best. It won't not just be me. Whether it ends up being me, whether it ends up being my kids by that time, whether it ends up being like-minded tech lovers, I promise you that I'm speaking that into existence. When we hit 100K, trust me, the levels that we're going to be turning up, you lot will like us so much, you'll probably end up hating us, right? That's the vision I have for us. Boom. You are right. Michael Nadine, please go for it. Definitely go for it, man. Much love, brother. Stay smooth. Likewise, man. Likewise. Right. I'm always telling my brother how annoyed I get that you are not 1 million subscribers when you absolutely should be. Bro, if there's another one that shares the same frustration, go. I've said this to Fresh. Go to his channel and go back as far as how long me and Courtney have been producing content and the level that we've been producing content compared to others. Let's just say it. All I'm mostly grateful for is, instead of me saying it, you all as my audience that have discovered things how they are, you're speaking for me. You're speaking for us. You're being our advocates to realize how criminally almost robbed we've been not to be where we are. Just putting it out there is that. I think I subbed to your channel when you had about 600 subs. When you eventually got to 100, yeah, man, I appreciate that. Man, you've been about for a minute. You've been about for a minute. You have been about for a minute. Appreciate you, man. Your Pixel 6 Pro live stream was fired to yo. Crazy times. 2021, man. Crazy times. It was. And that stream was like a good 4 hours straight. It was a good 4 hours straight. I'm telling you, man, we don't play. We don't play. Don't worry, I'm waiting on a Pixel 8 Pro and I'm receiving it now, man. Go for it, we got it. Good old Flossy and White Shoes, he's a legend. Floss is a legend. He's definitely one of the people I hopefully want to still meet in person. I pay for premium. Do you still benefit from... listen. YouTube Premium is the best way to support creators and it's the best viewing experience for you all. You don't see any ads. You can watch it in the background, listen to it in the background. You can download and watch movies, videos offline, and you get YouTube music with it. I'm a big advocate for YouTube Premium. YouTube Premium is amazing. And if you value YouTube more than what you value for Netflix, sign up for YouTube Premium. It is the best way to support creators. Creators make the most amount of money from you being signed up to YouTube Premium. I'm just putting it out there. It's not mandatory, but again, that's the best way. I gotta have YouTube Premium. Can't deal with the ads these days. Hey, it is the best way. It is the best way. Yes, he's that good. He's extremely intelligent. But just wait till he hits 100K. He'll be the British on box therapy. Yo, listen, I'm gonna be the British lover of tech. Yeah, I'm sub to the Sam Mobile channel and the Cut Down channels. Sub to the Lover of Tech Media channels. I appreciate you subbing to the Sam Mobile. I'm all good for it. I've done my part there. I love the Sam Mobile guys, but right now we are in a new phase. They're in a new phase. Sub to all things related to Lover of Tech Media. Lover of Tech, Lover of Cars, the Cut Down, and Lover of Cameras. Oh, my Pixel 8 Pro should be here in November. Got a Bay Blue 256. Nice. I still think the Pixel 8 Pro should have started at 256, not 128. I'm slowly removing my subscriptions like Netflix, but YouTube Premium will always be my favorite. Absolutely, man. I can't live. Life without YouTube Premium ain't life at all. Right, people, let's do a quick recap of all things related to Lover of Tech Media. Let's give you a quick recap of everything that is related to Lover of Tech Media. View your channel. And let's go over to here. Here we have it. 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 Right now, we are on 11 long-form videos this month. Wow, we've been cooking. We've been cooking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I believe this was the first video of the month. Yeah, 1st of October. Yeah, this is the first video of the month. And from then, we've just been churning, man. Churn, baby, churn. We've been churning. We've been churning. We've been churning. Did the iPhone 15 versus the S23. Again, I know the dedicated sponsor videos are a tough one to watch, but my only promise to you is I will always aim to try and do a giveaway with them so I can give back to you as my audience. And they help me do this full time. So I know it's tough. I can only ever ask, try and watch them. I'll make them as short as possible, as engaging as possible, and guarantee they will be absolutely well produced. So this is a dedicated video, doing dedicated videos. And again, once I get to that point, I'll be doing less of these just because I just won't need to be doing mainly dedicated videos. I can just do integrations that make it easy for you to watch. But for now, I kind of do have to take them because they help keep the lights on. It helps me look after my family, look after myself. So definitely watch the dedicated videos. This is the one. People. Less than 2 weeks, 12 days, and our 1 hour definitive camera comparison has hit 300,000+ views. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. This, I think this is what really has established this as the definitive camera comparison, right? And in this day and age where people just have very short attention span, the response in terms of how you all have been taking this in has been breathtaking. Has honestly been breathtaking. I've just been, wow. Wow, honestly, thank you so much. Maybe by the end of the year, this might even hit a $500,000. $500,000 on a 1 hour camera comparison. Wow. Wow, thank you for the support on this one. Thank you for the support on this one. We did the follow-up with the base models as well. Big thank you for the support on this one as well. Really, really good. Really, really good. Thank you so much for the support on this one. Thank you. And then I've just been laying the platform down, did the charging test video. This is probably my best one in terms of you know, doing heat measurements, having the USB plugs in there as well. Really wanted to just give a nice in-depth breakdown. And then I did the Pro Series breakdown of the Pixel 8 Pro, Pixel 7 Pro, and Pixel 6 Pro. I think it's just good for people to see the difference after 2 years and 3 generations of Pixel Pro devices, where things are really improved. And I think the biggest improvements you're going to see is definitely in video. But in terms of pictures, I think, you know what, the Pixel 6 Pro still holds its ground well. But definitely go watch it to get a full breakdown of how things are within. And then I did the, again, this again is a dedicated video. Anchor, I'm an Anchor partner, and they are a great support when it comes to, you know, just helping keep the lights on, I guess, you know, helping to support the team, helping me to just have a sustainable income when it comes to doing this. Again, I'm doing this not out of choice, but I'm doing this out of the fact that I kind of need to, just so I don't have to get a normal day job, which I have nothing against a normal day job, but normal day jobs have just been a conflict of interest and it's just a stress and a headache at the minute. So I just want to stick to this. So I did a lot to make this video as fun as possible. So definitely go watch this and show support. It really, really helps. And I always say with this, I'm always going to aim to do giveaways. I'm going to aim to make sure that the videos are not as long as they need to be, to the point as much as possible, and well produced, you know, to make sure that it's fun and engaging to watch. So go watch this, it really helps. And of course, more recently, this is the 2023 Pixel lineup of devices. And here is where we see, if you're buying a Pixel device, the latest Pixel device in 2023, how much of a camera difference when it comes to performance are you getting, whether you're going from the Pixel 7a to the Pixel 8 all the way up to the Pixel 8 Pro. So if you want to see that, and that makes a big difference to your purchasing decision, this is the video to watch. And I think I'm pretty much the only one that's done this. So yeah, if this is a benefit to you, go watch this. We click on the channels tab and we've got Lover of Cars. We will have a review on a Polestar coming up very soon. But thank you for the support on Lover of Cars. Man, the BMW M340D video has been doing really, really well. It's just been getting a lot of things getting in. The response has been really great. Doing car content is a different challenge, man. You don't have the convenience of just being indoors. You got to be outdoors and you're exposed to the elements. Again, I do this with, you know, the bro TC. He co-hosts with me. Makes it a lot easier to bear the burden of having to do car content. So definitely go subscribe there. New videos coming up soon. The cut down just hit 500 subs. Nice. We're back in a groove. We're back in a groove. If you didn't know what a cut down is, right? The cut down is this right here. The cut down is this right here. So I'm going to plaster it in. Let's get this channel to 1,000 subscribers as well. The cut down is basically what this live stream is, cut down to a smaller version. We used to put this on the main channel, but the main channel just doesn't have space to be put in a cut down. So this live stream, if you want to see the condensed shorter version of what the main topic was, the cut down is the place to go. So the cut down is literally all things related to a cut down, kind of straight to the point, more chill take on tech news daily. We do podcasts there when we can. We've got some podcast episodes there. But the response you all have been given with the special edition live streams that we've been doing on the iPhone 15 Pro, on the iPhone 15 Plus and 15, and especially on the Pixel 8 Pro and the Pixel 8, that's literally been our most popular video viewed, and it's really helped with the subscribers on there, so really appreciate that. And again, the original live stream, if you weren't sure, and if you're not sure how it makes sense, the original live stream is here. So if you go to live, this was the original live stream, and as you can see, man, the original live stream has hit 2K views. The original live stream here is almost 3 hours long. And what the cut down allows us to do is give you a condensed version of that live stream so you can watch it in 45 minutes. So that's what the cut down is about. So definitely go subscribe there if you want to get a shorter, condensed version of these live streams. It really, really helps. Next one is Lover of Cameras. And what I want Lover of Cameras to be is a vlogging behind the scenes camera channel. The content I want to be posting more on Lover of Cameras is going to be a real professional camera versus smartphone. I want that to be the foundation of that channel, right? Vlogging, BTS, showing what camera that we're using to vlog, and also smartphone versus real camera. That's what I want to be doing there. So definitely go subscribe. The most recent one was a vlog where I attended the YouTube Creative Collective event in London. So just a nice little 3-minute day in the life vlog of how an event like that looks. I haven't done a vlog in ages, so it was really fun to kind of put that together. So if you want to see what I'm doing in terms of behind the scenes and stuff, we're going to be doing a lot more of them, keeping it simple, non-strenuous, nice and engaging, good music, you know. So yeah, Lover of Cameras is going to be that. And I want to start producing real cameras versus smartphone cameras. Can you tell the difference? And what's the difference between the two? That's something I really want to be doing on there. So definitely just go subscribe to Lover of Cameras. At the moment, when it comes to the network, the Lover of Tech network is Lover of Tech, Lover of Camera, Lover of Cars, the Cut Down, and Lover of Cameras in that order of priority that we're doing, right? So definitely show love. Again, yes, I am still on Sam Mobile, but by the looks of it, things are just going to be less for me when it comes to Sam Mobile. They're going in a new direction. They've got a new presenter there. Daniel's a really good guy, doing good stuff there. Probably going to be seeing less for me. I will probably still be going CES for Sam Mobile. It might probably be my last CES. And I think things probably wraps up around doing Unpacked. And after that, I don't think I'm going to be doing much more for Sam Mobile. And that's not from me. That's probably from them. So I'm proud of what I've been able to build and achieve for them. 200 plus videos all by myself. Hey, I think I've done my part. So yeah, that's kind of the update for... That's kind of the update of what we have for all things related to Lover of Tech Media. Thank you for so far giving us the best month in October. We're not done yet. We are not done yet. We are absolutely not done yet. We are absolutely not done yet. So, stay tuned. Let's at least hit 38,000 subscribers by the end of this month. And we've got 1,000 subs to do in November, 1,000 subs to do in December. Mission difficult, not impossible. Let's hit 40K 1,000 subscribers. I didn't realize you had a Lover of Cars channel, but I'm sub to the rest. Yep, Lover of Cars is there, man. Listen, we're versed. We're versed for sure. You're gonna be seeing me soon. Get ready. Okay, cool. Kids ready. Kids on smoke. Another camera in house. What do we have here? Lumix G9 Mark II. Shout out to Panasonic and the Lumix team. Matthew, this is your responsibility. Congrats, Mr. Who's the Real Boss, Ben. Yo, come on. You're gonna get me in trouble, man. You know what? I have a lot of respect for Aaron, and I'm gonna show you something. I'll tell you why he's a real one, right? I'll tell you why he's a real one. I'm gonna show you this camera comparison that I did, right? Oh God, it's so cringe to watch. I'm gonna show you this camera comparison I did. This camera comparison here was done August the 15th, 2018. Right? This was done slightly over 5 years ago, or around 5 years ago. Yeah? This camera comparison here was done so if you guys know, I've really been about that life when it comes to doing definitive camera comparisons, even back in the day. Note 9 versus the Huawei P20 Pro. Ultimate camera comparison. 34 minutes long. Look who commented. Mr. Who's the Boss. Aaron actually commented. 34 minutes. Are you going for a record? Great video, though. That's mad respect. And that's not a fake account. It's ticked verified. If I click on it, it'll take you right to the official Mr. Who's the Boss channel. So, you know what? I always got to give respect where respect is due. Shout out to Mr. Who's the Boss for always kind of showing support, you know? So we've been there. We've been there. That's been part of like kind of like the frustrating journey, you know? So just to let you all know. Twitter or X. Cool. Here's where I'm going to be when it comes to Xiaomi. Shout out to Jamo for the tweet post. So this is where I'll be, right? Want to discover how easy it is to create the works of art with the Xiaomi 13T series? Come join us at the Xiaomi store, Westfield, London, tomorrow on the 24th of October for the latest photography Xiaomi masterclass supported by the Leica camera. Yep. So we're going to be there. I'll be there and I'll be getting hands on with the Xiaomi 13T series, finally, 13T and 13T Pro, hopefully 13T Pro. Hopefully get the review in it in. And let's do a definitive camera comparison. Xiaomi 13T Pro versus the Galaxy S23 Ultra versus the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Stay tuned, stay tuned, stay tuned. More in partnership with Xiaomi coming up. So that's going to be me there. Do I have any other updates that I've forgotten? I don't think I've forgotten any other updates at the moment. I don't think I've forgotten any other updates at the moment. I don't think I have. So I'm going to jump back into the comments. Let's round up the comments and see. All right. It says, Busy Mind 8, I'm an entrepreneur. So I got it. Yeah, you got it, man. You got it. Go for it. I have two tips. When you do your runs and jogging, run for a few seconds more to get a better feel of the lens stabilizer. Yeah, I could do that. I could do that. I could do that. Subscribed. Appreciate it. Tips. Having an orange jacket was great for color comparison on a person. I think having a bright colored t-shirt or jacket that's a primary color would be great. Not just orange. Yeah, I could try that. I could try that. It's always hard. Man, there's no perfect camera comparison, you know. Good night, honey bunny. Damn, what a crisp shot. Appreciate that, man. Yeah. Let's go. Color shot idea for outdoor camera comparison. Day and night really shows how the cameras are doing with different environments. Yeah, it's a hard one to really decide, right? The orange one, I just have it, and I just kind of thought maybe it will help with consistency, but it could always change. Aaron's awesome. Yeah, honestly, for real. As you are, I appreciate that, man. Night, chat, and glad I found your channel, man. Until next time, appreciate you. Jed, appreciate you. Thank you so much. Great stream as usual. Appreciate your time, bro. I appreciate you even more, man. For real. Your day one, real one. Daily mobile phone, Pixel Fold, and the Galaxy S23 Ultra. Awesome stream, bro. Kingdom Come, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. You've been a blessing tonight. Night, everyone. Enjoy your day tomorrow. Peace out. Yes. And that pretty much wraps up tonight when it comes to the Tech and Chill show. Unplugged for Monday. Really appreciate your support. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a great one. Stay blessed. Stay tuned. Shout out to the replay crew as well. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.